In this video, we are going to talk about Tony Robbins. So before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. Anthony J. Robbins is a well-known name in the fields of writing, coaching, public speaking, and charitable giving in the United States. His infomercials, seminars, and self-help publications, especially the novels Unlimited Power and Awaken the Giant Within, have made him well-known in the field. On February 29, 1960, Anthony J. Mahavoric was the name given to Robbins when he was born in North Hollywood, California. Robbins is the oldest of his parents' 3 children, and when he was 7 years old, his parents separated. On both his mother's and his father's sides of the family, he has Croatian ancestry. His mother went on to have a number of subsequent marriages, one of which was to Jim Robbins, a former semi-professional baseball player who legally adopted Anthony when he was 12 years old. Robbins experienced a growth spurt during his senior year of high school but was subsequently determined to be the result of a pituitary tumor. He has described his childhood as chaotic and his family as abusive. At the age of 17, he uprooted his life and moved away, never to look back. Robbins did not go on to complete his education and instead found work as a janitor. One day, he approached the landlord who lived on the property, who was a friend of the family, and inquired about his path to success. The landlord then revealed to him that he attended a Jim Rohn seminar, after which he began to make positive changes in his life. In 2016, Robbins joined forces with Peter Guber, a co-owner of the Golden State Warriors, and Ted Leonsis, a co-owner of the Washington Wizards, in order to acquire Team Liquid, a professional gaming group that competes in esports. During a presentation that took place on March 15, 2018, in San Jose, California, Robbins made comments that alluded to the Me Too movement. One of these statements was as follows: if you use the hashtag MeToo movement to try to get significance and certainty by attacking and destroying someone else, all you've done is basically use a drug called significance to make yourself feel good. This statement drew criticism from audience members. He then went on to tell a story about a very powerful man who turned down the opportunity to hire a woman candidate who was the most qualified but she was too attractive and would be too much of a risk. After some time had passed, he published an apology on his Facebook page. In July of 2010, NBC launched the reality show Breakthrough with Tony Robbins. The show focused on Robbins as he assisted the show's contestants in overcoming their respective personal obstacles. Due to the low viewership of only 2.8 million people, NBC decided to cancel the show after only broadcasting 2 of the intended 6 episodes. The show was picked up for a second season by the OWN network in March of 2012. And it will begin with reruns of the first season from the beginning, which will then lead immediately into the second season of the show's run in 2012. Robbins started officiating Oprah's Life Class on the OWN network as a co-host in the month of April 2012. After filming the event in Boca Raton, Florida, in December 2014, director Joe Berlinger went on to direct and produce the documentary Tony Robbins: I Am Not Your Guru in 2015. The film is about the Tony Robbins event Date with Destiny, and it was released in 2015. In March of 2016, it was presented for the first time at the South by Southwest Film Festival. On July 15, 2016, Netflix made the documentary available worldwide after having it localized into languages spoken in 190 countries. Robbins Research International, RRI, reached a settlement with the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, in May 1995 on allegations that the company had violated the franchise rule established by the FTC. As part of the agreement, RRI did not acknowledge to breaking any laws, but the company did agree to pay $221,260 to compensate the affected customers. Wade Robbins was accused of using copyrighted terms from Cook's book Wall Street Money Machine in his seminars. As a result, Cook filed a lawsuit against Robbins. Cook was initially granted a verdict of $655,900 by a jury in the year 2000. However, this decision was later overturned. A confidential amount was agreed upon in the settlement between Cook and Robbins. When the Vancouver Sun referred to Robbins as an adulterous, wife-stealing hypocrite, the British Columbia Supreme Court concluded in 2001 that the newspaper had committed defamation against Robbins. Robbins was given a total of $20,000 by the court to cover his costs as well as damages. The San Jose Mercury News ran a story in July 2012 reporting that multiple people had been burned and hospitalized after participating in one of Robbins' firewalking events on July 19, 2012. The story was published in July 2012. This story was picked up by other outlets of media, such as Fox News, The New York Times, and CNN, among others. Robbins, along with some of the medical professionals who were present, later cast doubt on certain aspects of the reports that had been made public. During a firewalking event at a Tony Robbins lecture in Dallas, Texas, on June 24, 2016, it was claimed that dozens were burned and required medical attention after attempting to walk on hot coals. A bus served as a staging area for between 30 and 40 people who were hurt less severely and were transported to medical facilities to receive treatment for burns. Several attendees were taken to medical facilities to receive treatment for burns. The following was claimed by a spokesperson for the Robbins organization. Someone who was not familiar with the firewalk procedure dialed 911 and reported the need for emergency service vehicles. There was no need for any employees trained to deal with emergencies. Only 5 participants out of 7,000 asked for an evaluation that went beyond what was easily accessible on site. Robbins has been accused of sexually abusing a teenage girl while working as a star speaker at Super Camp, an elite summer camp located in Southern California. The allegations were published in a 6-part article that was published by BuzzFeed News. According to the information presented in the article, the incidents occurred in 1985, when Robbins was 25 years old, and there were at least 2 witnesses to them. These charges were also covered by reporting from other media outlets. Robbins asserted that he had done nothing wrong and sued BuzzFeed News in the Irish court system. In response, BuzzFeed News stated that they stand by their reporting and implied that Robbins' decision to file the summons in Ireland was an abuse of the Irish court system. Robbins has not commented on the allegations made by BuzzFeed News. After first meeting Rebecca Jenkins at a lecture in 1984, Robbins wed her the following year. Robbins took up Jenkins' 3 children from his previous marriages and brought them up as his own. In 1998, Robbins and Jenkins initiated divorce proceedings. In 1984, Robbins became a parent through his relationship with his ex-girlfriend Liz Acosta. Jarek Robbins, the couple's son, is also a personal empowerment coach and trainer in his own right. Robbins tied the knot with Bonnie Humphrey in October of 2001. They call the town of Manalapan in Florida home. Robbins followed a vegan diet for a period of 12 years before transitioning to a diet that included fish. Because of the large amount of fish in his diet, he suffered mercury poisoning and came dangerously close to passing away. His diet is now primarily made up of vegetables, with only a minor amount of protein coming from animals. In 2014, he sent the revenues from his book, Money Master the Game, as well as a personal donation, to the organization Feeding America in order to deliver meals to individuals who were in need of them. Robbins is employed by a water company in India called Spring Health. The company delivers clean water to remote villages in eastern India in an effort to reduce the prevalence of waterborne diseases. Robbins contributed to the fundraising efforts of Operation Underground Railroad, a non-profit organization that assists governments in their fight against child trafficking and slavery with the assistance of former members of the CIA, the Navy SEALs, and other special operations operatives. Robbins helped raise money for the organization. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.